Here are the Marvel 25 most powerful mutants, ranked weakest to strongest. 25. Exodus. Bennett Dupree. Moves stuff with his mind. Exodus is a super old guy from the 1100s who used to be a knight. He got his powers from a villain named Apocalypse and was frozen for hundreds of years, but he's still crazy strong. He can move huge things like mountains with just his mind, and even tiny things you can't see. He can also read minds, teleport, and heal fast. He's one of the strongest mutants ever, even if people forget about him sometimes. 24. Monarch. Jamie Braddock Jr. can change reality. Jamie is kind of weird and super powerful. He's the older brother of Betsy and Brian. He sees the world like it's made of invisible strings, and he can pull those strings to change anything he wants, like time, space, or even different worlds. He could be super dangerous, but right now he just likes doing his own strange thing. 23. Sunfire. Shiro Yoshida. Shoots fire from the sun. Sunfire can control energy from the sun and shoot out super hot solar fire. He's a really strong mutant and better than most fire-powered heroes. He's been on a bunch of teams like the X-Men and Big Hero 6. He's kind of proud and doesn't stay on teams long, but his fire powers are awesome and super strong. 22. Polaris, while Lorna Dane. Magnet powers like her dad. Polaris is Magneto's daughter, and she can control metal and magnet stuff just like him. She's really good at it. She even made a costume out of spoons and forks once. She can control things in the air and make electricity move. She proved she's strong all by herself and doesn't just copy her dad. 21. Sobanar of the Depths. Ocean in his blood. Sobanar is a mutant whose blood turns into ocean water. Every time he bleeds, more ocean grows on the planet he lives on. He can feel everything in the water, even if it's super far away. He helped make Mars a home for his people. His powers are weird but super cool, even if we don't know how fast he can use them. 20. Tempest. Flash Eva Bell. Time Bubble Girl. Tempest has the super cool power to control time. She can make time go super slow or super fast inside her time bubbles, kind of like pressing pause or fast forward on a movie. She can even travel through time, but sometimes that causes problems she didn't expect. Over time, she's gotten way better at using her powers. She's super important to the X-Men and might be one of the best time controllers ever. 19. Bishop. Lucas. Energy Blaster. Bishop is from a scary future where things were really bad for mutants. He was born in a prison camp and had a big M on his face to show he was a mutant. He's super strong, really tough, and always knows where he is. But his coolest power? He can soak up energy blasts like laser beams and shoot them back even stronger. One time, Cyclops blasted him and Bishop just took it and blasted it right back, harder. 18. Sebastian Shaw. Black King. Can't be punched? Sebastian Shaw is super hard to beat. If someone hits him, it just makes him stronger. His power lets him take in all kinds of energy, but he's best with stuff like punches and kicks. So, the harder you hit him, the more powerful he gets. The X-Men have to use their brains to stop him because fighting him just makes him tougher. 17. Gambit. Remy LeBeau. Exploding cards guy. Gambit is the cool guy with the playing cards. He used to be a thief, but now he fights bad guys. He can take any object and charge it with energy so it explodes when he throws it. His favorite thing to use is playing cards, but he can charge anything. He also has a power that lets him charm people with his voice, so even if they know he's using powers, they still believe him. 16. Darwin. Armando Munoz. Adapts to survive. Darwin's superpower is staying alive no matter what. His body changes to protect him from anything, like fire, water, space, or even not breathing. He doesn't fight with big blasts or super strength, but he's almost impossible to kill. If you throw him into danger, his body figures out how to survive it every time. 15. Deadpool. Wade Wilson. Super healing and jokes. Deadpool is a mutant who can heal from just about anything, even if he gets torn to pieces. He's super hard to kill and always bounces back. He's also really good at fighting and using weapons. People call him the Merc with a mouth because he never stops talking, even while fighting. 14. Nightcrawler. Kurt Wagner. Teleports with a BAMF. Nightcrawler can teleport by jumping through another dimension. At first, he could only go short distances, but now he can travel really far, even across countries. He's helped the X-Men escape lots of tough spots, and when he teleports, he disappears in a puff of smoke with a big BAMF sound. 13. Magic. Ilyana Rasputina. Swords, spells, and teleports. Magic got stuck in a creepy demon world when she was little, and that's where she learned magic. Now she can teleport herself and her team anywhere, even through time. She has a magic sword called the Soul Zord that's part of her soul, and she can fight demons, cast spells, and stop other magic with it. She's super cool and super powerful. 12. Emma Frost. Mind powers and diamond skin. Emma Frost can read minds and talk to people with her brain, but she also has a second power. She can turn her body into shiny diamond, which makes her almost impossible to hurt. She's really smart, super rich, and can even trick whole groups of people if she wants. She once punched Iron Man during a big fight, and it was super expensive. 11. Captain Britain. Betsy Braddock. Mind sword fighter. Betsy Braddock is a powerful psychic who can read minds, change people's thoughts, and make psychic weapons weapons like a glowing sword or knife. She's also really good at fighting, even without her powers. But with them, she's one of the most dangerous mutants around. 10. Cable, shown Nathan Summers. Time traveler with mind powers. Cable is the son of Cyclops and has both mind powers and the ability to move stuff with his thoughts. He was sent to the future to survive a virus, but he grew up to be a warrior. He travels through time, has cool weapons, and once used his powers to lift a whole city. He even has a special spear that makes his powers stronger. 9. Colossus, Piotr Rasputin. Steel, strongman. Colossus is super strong, like lift a whale over his head strong. He can turn his body into shiny metal that makes him almost impossible to hurt. He doesn't have fancy mind powers or lasers, but in a fight, he's the one charging in and smashing stuff. He's like a giant steel tank with muscles. 8. Aura Serrata, Eye that Erases. Aura was a super powerful mutant with a giant eyeball for a head. If she looked at something and wanted it gone, poof, it could vanish forever. But her power only worked on people who followed her rules. If someone didn't listen to her laws, she couldn't erase them. Even with that weird limit, she was a big reason her world was saved during a giant war. 7. Selene Gallio, Immortal Vampire Witch. Selene is super old, like ancient times old, and she's not just a vampire, she's also a mind reader and can move things with her brain. She can suck out people's life energy and bring the dead back to life to do her bidding. She doesn't care about rules or life or death, she just wants power and chaos. 6. Storm Aurora Monroe, Weather Queen. Storm can control the weather. She can make it rain, call down lightning, and stop hurricanes. People have even worshipped her like a goddess. She's one of the leaders of the X-Men and was the queen of Wakanda. She's super strong with her powers, but she once beat death in a sword fight without using them at all. Storm is a total legend. 5. Elixir, Joshua Foley, super healer. Elixir started out hanging with people who hated mutants, but they kicked him out when they found out he was a mutant too. His parents didn't want him either, but the X-Men took him in. His power is super special. He can heal people, like really serious wounds. He can even heal himself, cure diseases, and bring back lost mutant powers. He's one of the most powerful healers ever, even if he's not a fighter. 4. X-Man, Nathaniel Gray, Mega Mind powers. X-Man is like a super-powered version of Cable from a different universe. He's the son of Jean Grey and Cyclops in that world, but made by science experiments. Since he didn't get a virus like Cable, his powers grew super fast. He can move stuff with his mind, read thoughts, and more, so powerful that he was once one of the strongest people on the planet. His powers were so big, they had to be weakened so he wouldn't blow up the world. 3. Tarn the Uncaring, DNA Twister. Tarn is part mutant, part demon, and he's really creepy. He can mess with the DNA of any living thing, like changing their bodies or even stealing their powers. He can give himself new powers too. If he wants, he can turn other mutants into weird, scary monsters. He's like an evil, mad scientist with superpowers. 2. Magneto, Eric Lenscher, Master of Magnetism. Magneto can control metal with his mind. He's been both an enemy and a friend to the X-Men. His powers are so strong that he once flipped the Earth's magnetic field and caused big disasters. He can make force fields, shoot energy, and even turn invisible by bending light. He's not officially an Omega-level mutant, but he's one of the most powerful ever. 1. Vulcan Gabriel Summers, Energy Overload. Vulcan is Cyclops' secret brother, and he's super strong. He can control all kinds of energy, like light, fire, and electricity, and shoot it out in huge blasts. He can even shut down other mutants' powers. He doesn't need air and space and can find any mutant by sensing their energy. He's one of the most dangerous villains the X-Men have ever faced. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.